All right, welcome back everybody. This is the deck doc. I am really excited to open this. This is Magic the Gatherings, Universes Beyond, Avatar the Last Airbender Commanders bundle, and I'm really excited to get my hands on this. So in this set we have, or in this box, this is kind of a big hit right here. We have 2 out of 10, and these are the free commander spells and the free tutor spells. A lot of value in here. 9 play boosters. You get 3 commander cards, and then the deck box with Appa, which I really like, some lands, and then a spin down dice. And it actually doesn't say on here, but it also comes with a collector booster. So I'm really excited to dig into this. One thing, the person I bought these from, they are a big fan of product going to collectors and players, and so he sells this at MSRP or lower, and what he does is he'll open the bottom of it so it's impossible to resell. So you can see it actually still has some of the kind of packing right here still attached, but it's not sealed anymore. And he does this to prevent people from scalping, which I'm personally all for. So I know that this hasn't been opened because I don't know who's going to be able to take stuff out of that. You can tell it's still sealed down here, but we're going to go ahead and just finish opening it. There we go. And let's get into it. Okay. So we just have a little insert. Looks like it's Katara with Toy and Law, the Moon Spirits, and on the back you have Sokka and the Boomerang. Sokka actually looks pretty good there. That's good art they did for him, and then yeah, that's a really good Katara too. Alright, let's get into this. Appa with Team Avatar on the back, and Zuko's there, so I like that a lot. I really like this box. I'll probably be just using this box as my new storage holder for cards, but let's take a look at what we got inside. Okay, so we have got a life counter. Kind of has like the walls of bossing say on the side, it looks like, and then the avatar symbol. Very nice. Okay. We've got our 1 collector booster. I'm going to open that last. And then we have the commander pack. I'll open that second to last. And then we've got some lands and some packs. And also, what do we have here? Some inserts. You got Momo, Planeswalker symbols, some counters. And then on the back, oh, it's the bards for Secret Tunnel. That's pretty cool. I'm just gonna put that aside for now. Okay, let's get into, oh, we have a land pack right here. I'm sure most of you have already seen these. I believe we get 1 of each Appa Lost Lands, and that's just your basic land pack in here. I'm just gonna put that to the side, and let's start with the play boosters. Now these were made in, you can sometimes check on the back. Yep, they were made in Japan. So that means they're going to be backwards. Your rare is actually going to be in the front. So what I like to do is actually just flip them around so I can still get the feeling of hitting the chase card in the very back slot. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. This makes it so it's in the back. That may have spoiled something already. All right, Earthbending lesson, Earthbend 4. I think Earthbending is a very powerful mechanic, and I don't know if it seems like I'm beating a dead horse. I'm sure so many people have said it before, but airbending is so strong. There's another card in this set. It's like a Harrow effect where you sacrifice a land, and if you do, you get 2 basics on the battlefield. Well, if you sacrifice an Earthbent land, when it's sacrificed, it comes back to the field, so it's so good. I think Earthbending's awesome. Battle Fan, okay. Fire Nation Raider. And this is my first time going through these cards, so I'm just going to take a little bit of time. I think the flavor text that they've done on these is so great. So when this creature enters, if you attack this turn, create a clue token. In the Fire Nation's eyes, the world was theirs, and they would let the world know it. And I believe this is when they attacked the southern water tribe. And so it's saying, hey, if you attack, you get a clue. It's so on theme and so on flavor. Saber-toothed moose lion, good 4 cycling card. 7/7, that's super solid. Lost Days, I think clues were really good in this set for multiple reasons. Card draw is always good, but also for water bending. Being able to tap clues, so solid. Callous Inspector, also a really good card. 1 for a 1/1 with Menace, and you get a clue when it dies. Compassionate Healer. Meteor Sword. This was fun. In the pre-release event I did, someone pulled the Meteor Sword out, destroyed my strongest creature, and then what they would do is they would airbend the Meteor Sword so they could keep casting it again and keep getting the enters the battlefield trigger. So they didn't even do it for the 7 cost mana, they did it for 2. They didn't care about the buff. All they wanted to do was to keep destroying permanent. And you'll notice it doesn't say non-land permanent. So he started hitting my lands too. And that was really cruel, but also very funny. Allies at Last. It looks like you have Zuko and Katara fighting the Fire Nation there. That's when they go on their rogue missions. And Zuko gets to go on a cool mission with everybody. I think it's sweet. Team Avatar. I think this did work in my deck. I was a real big fan of this card. Rare. This card as well was so crazy. It's Selesnya for 1/1 trample, and it says whenever this creature enters, put a 1/1 counter on each other ally creature you control, which is wild because if you had 5, it went pretty crazy, pretty fast and sealed. And it says when another ally enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, which is also really good. Mythic, I think I did. And we pull another Avatar Aang. Wow. That is really, really cool. And he transforms into Aang, Master of Elements. I'm definitely going to be building this commander. I just haven't decided which art to choose. So he's a flying 6/6 that says spells you cast cost Wooburg less to cast, and this can reduce generic costs. At the beginning of each upkeep, you can transform Aang back to his other side. If you do, you gain 4 life, draw 4 cards, put 4 counters on him, and he deals 4 damage to each opponent. So crazy. And the way you transform is you have to waterbend, earthbend, firebend, and airbend all in the same turn. I think it's going to be really cool. Our foil is going to be Zuko, Exiled Prince. So I'm going to put the rares and mythics over here. Ooh, very nice. Shiny land. And then a clue. I'll probably go a little bit faster on these subsequent packs just because might be a little bit longer of a video, but I don't know, I just really like this set, so I'm going to enjoy going through it as much as I can. Okay. Origins of metal bending. When we first figured out that Toph could metal bend, that was such a cool part of the show. Abandoned Attachments, Rough Rhino Cavalry. I also just want to, going back to this, it's not like a crazy card, but the lessons have such good flavor. This says you may discard a card if you do, draw 2 cards. He's discarding a card, you know, he's abandoning his attachments, Katara in this case, and the benefits to draw 2 cards is to learn more, and it's a lesson. He needs to learn how to control, how to get into the avatar state. And the flavor text says, learn to let her go, or you cannot let the pure cosmic energy flow in from the universe. I just think they did such a good job choosing the abilities, the cards, what they do. A+ on the design here. Rough Rhino Cavalry. Waterbending Lesson. This is also really good. Draw 3 cards, then discard 1 unless you waterbend 2. In a deck with blue, it's not uncommon to have random clues lying around. You can just have 2 clues, and this is just a draw 3 for 4 mana, which is a really good rate. Merchant of Many Hats. Path to Redemption was solid. I played 3 of those in my sealed deck. It did a lot of work. Sandbender Storm. the Twin Blades from Zuko. I love this card. It's not that great, but I'm a big fan of the Blue Spirit. Enter the Avatar state. I wish this could transform Avatar Aang. I know it would be broken, but that would be really cool. And the art on that is actually really nice too. Rune is waterbending. You can waterbend 4. Yeah. Pseudo board wipe. Pretty good. My Scornful Striker. 1 in the black, legendary, first strike. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. And again, the flavor text. You miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you. So epic. And I think it's cool, you know, in a world of benders where she doesn't have anything, her card is just to punish those who are casting spells, right? Whenever they cast a non-creature spell, they lose 2 life. If you're trying to cast spells, if you're trying to bend magic, essentially, Mai's way of dealing with it is to hurt you for that. Ooh, Katara. Very nice. I think this one could be a lot of fun too. It can get out of control. And then we get a foil Boiling Rock Rioter. Very nice. And then another full art land. Next pack. I'm having a blast opening these, by the way. My serotonin levels are currently going through the roof. I'm closing my eyes as I do this so I don't spoil any more double-sided cards if there are any. Okay. Pillar Launch. Wandering Musicians. Sword of Disciples. Okay, the whole storyline around Jet and being indoctrinated by the Dai Li. What a crazy storyline in the Avatar. I thought it was great. It's a little bit dark for being, you know, a kid's show, but I thought they executed it really well. Waterbender Skin. Zhong, he's one of my favorite members of the White Lotus. I know he's not that good. Firebending 1 and you can do an exhaust, but I think he's solid. I think it's a really cool card. Blasphemous or Heartless Act. Capturing Appa. Pandao. This card was so good and sealed because blue with all their clues and drawing cards, he got so big. I think one time I had him a 6/5 and he has vigilance for 2 mana, and when it dies you get a clue. And it's, you know, they would go and drop off that scroll, the clue, to Wan Shatong's library. They did such a good job with the flavor in this set. Agni Kella. I'm gonna let you loot for 2. Mythic. Oh, wow, what a good pack. Appa, Steadfast Guardian, flash flying when he enters. Airbend any number of other target non-land permanents you control. So good. And then whenever he casts a spell from exile, create a 1/1 ally creature token. Wow, what a great pack. Super good pack. If some of you have to watch this on 2x speed because I'm going so slow, I apologize. I'm just taking my time and enjoying the set. Turtle Duck. Messenger Hawk. Bash. Eloquentia. Good Lesson. Sold out. I actually hated that little old man in the show when they sold out Haru. I really disliked him. I'm like, you're turning your back on your own people, man. That was messed up. That was super messed up. Zuko's Exile. And Energy Bending. I love the art on that. I wish they would have chosen a better card for this. I know that some decks will be able to take advantage of it, but the art is just so nice. So nice, but it's like on a random card that, I don't know, doesn't seem all that great. Fire Sages, Submarine, hey, Bossing Say, very nice. Earthbend 2. Into another rare, Avatar Destiny. Enchant creature you control, it gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard and is an avatar in addition to its other type. When it dies, mill cards and return this card and up to 1 creature card milled this way. Oh, so this always, that's kind of cool. This will always come back. That's very cool. I like that. Foil common is yip yip. Appa, yip yip. All right, now we're starting to move along here. I also think I want to try and collect all the art cards in this. I know generally art cards really aren't all that great or valuable, but I think they look really nice. Mongoose Lizard. Lightning Strike. Azula casting lightning. Like lightning, Princess Azula is quick, fierce, and deadly. Oh, such a sad part in the show as well. Appa really going through it this set, honestly. Otter Penguin. Fire Nation attacks. Yeah. And they attacked multiple times. That's why I asked flashback. And that's when everything changed. Wow. The flavor. The flavor. The Boulder. I actually played this card in my sealed event as well. Honestly pretty good. Because Earthbending, again, I think is a really good mechanic. The River Spirit into Tiger Seal. It's a 1 blue for Vigilance 3/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, tap this creature. Whenever you draw your second card, untap. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. And then we get Flexible Waterbender. Okay. A few more packs in here. So we get to the juicy stuff. Firebending Lesson, super solid card, piece of removal. See, this is the one, Cycle of Renewal. It says sacrifice a land, search your library for up to 2 basics, put them onto the battlefield, tap, and shuffle. So it's just like your Harrow effect or Entish Restoration. But in this case, when you sack an Earthbent land, you just get the Earthbent land back. So it's like you ramp 3 mana for 3, which is an excellent rate. Journey. Canyon Crawler. This guy who, is that Kyoshi's village? That dude that would foam at the mouth. So funny. And it's funny, whenever another avatar or ally, I think it would have been funny if it was like an avatar you control attacks, because it really was just all about Aang and what he would do, but this guy just gets stronger and crazier the more allies you have. Pocky Swamp Hunters, North Pole Patrol, Flopsy. Whenever he enters, put a 1/1 on each creature you control. Each creature you control power 4 or greater can't be blocked. He's so strong and sealed. He's so strong, that's crazy. My Prowess, double strike counter, super good. Okay, Buzzard Wasp Colony into a Wartime Protesters, which is also so solid. Another ally you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature and it gains haste. That's so good. Yoshi's Fan, and then, yeah. Okay, just 3 more packs. Overall, I really like this product. I know that it was hard for a lot of people to get their hands on, purely because of the scalpers in the market, but if you can find this for MSRP, I think it's a really fun and great pickup. Okay. Sting Jelly, Archers, Badger Mole. Maybe I'll do it like this. Earth Village Ruffians. No, I'm just gonna get all. That's gonna be crazy. Corner Parrot, Deadly Precision. Again, Mai's art on that is really cool. Jones Deserters, Rock-a-Lanch, Earthbend X, where X is the number of force you control, and then you can flashback. Earth King Protectors, yeah, that's like a, is it Benevolent Spirit or the dog that you can sacrifice also? It's such a good ability to have. It'll probably see play in Commander. Cat Gator. And oh, I wanted this. Redirect lightning. I know it's not as good as deflecting SWAT, obviously, but the ability to pay 5 life, especially in Commander, is not, I mean, 5 life is nothing, or you can pay 2 if you do have the mana for it. It's not conditional on having your commander out. And I know it can only change a single targeted ability, but I think in this show, when Zuko learns to redirect lightning, and the only time he successfully does it, if I remember correctly, is against his dad. And so this is during I think it's the eclipse, when he goes and finds him, and Zuko or Fire Lord Ozai, and Ozai shoots him with lightning, and Zuko redirects it. It's such an awesome part of the show. I have to admit, I was a lot older when I watched it, probably like 18 or 19 years old, and even then my jaw dropped on the floor. I was like, this is crazy. Oh my goodness, another Appa. Wow, very cool. 2 mythic Appas. Very, very cool. Good box so far. Really good box. I hope my luck doesn't end there, because I've got 4 more things to open. 2 more packs, 2 more play boosters, and I got the Commander staples and then the collector boosters. So if the good hits could keep on rolling, I would really appreciate that. Okay. Humble Arena. Treetop Freedom Fighters. Bellius Captives. This card is insane in sealed and in limited. This card is so good. A 1/3 for 2, and it creates a clue, help you with water bending. Oof, so good. And I also like this. Azula always lies. This is the lie that it's gonna hurt you or make something for her benefit. Like it could be both, one or both. She's just, yeah, she's the worst, but I think she's one of my favorite characters in this set, just because of kind of the lessons that you learn from Azula and essentially how crazy she goes. Tundra Tank. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant. Unlucky indeed. Herd Nomad Legacy into a Suki. I really like Suki. You're gonna hear me say I like a lot of characters a lot. It's because I think the show was really well written. Into a Wandering Musicians and a Mountain. Okay. Last play booster. Platypus Bear. How to start a riot. Oh my goodness, when they need someone to start a riot, he's like, yeah, I think I can do that. Pick someone up and just starts yelling riot. Rocky Rebuke. That was a good card as well. Daily Indoctrination. The Glider Kids. Waterbender Skin. Spirit Oasis. I'm curious about the Heibai Commander. I wonder how good it'll be, if it'll stand up against Goshen Tai or not. Group of Fake. Price of Freedom. Yeah, they had to pay that price. And into a Mythic. Oh, Boomy Unleashed. That's my 4th Mythic so far of this box. That's crazy. This might be the one that I end up building for one of my commander decks. He is 3 red and a green for a legendary human noble ally. He has trample when he enters, Earthbend 4, so he's pretty much a 9/8, because he gets the, I guess he's not, but he generates 9/8 worth of value. He's a 5/4, then he creates a 4/4, and he also goes infinite with Ashaya. Super easy, but whenever Boomy deals combat damage to a player, untap all land you control. After this is an additional combat phase, only land creatures can attack. So he's super solid. Okay, Cruel Administrator, Boggy Swamp. Okay. Let's get into this now. So you get 3 cards, the Arcane Signet, the Soul Ring, and the Swift Boots, and then you get 2 of the Commander staples. So let's see what we get here. Arcane Signet, the Soul Ring, the boots, into Gamble, nice, with Toph, I think this is when Toph and Qatar are going on their little lying spree, and they try to hustle all of the people playing 3-card Monty into Obscuring Haze. Wow. I know these are probably the 2 worst ones to pull, but I'm still happy with them. Obscuring Haze is one of my favorite free spells, so I find many uses for that. I'm really happy with this. And now let's go to the collector booster. All right. Save some of that luck. Across here. It's hard to do with my eyes closed, so I hope I'm getting everything correctly. Okay. The Lizard. Ostrich Horse, which I thought was really good. Sandbender Storm, Fatal Fissure. Honest Work was such a good card for 1 mana. Enchant creature an opponent controls. When this art enters, tap enchanted creature, remove all counters. Do this on an Earthbent land. I had someone that had a 6/6 Earthbent land. I removed all the counters and then made it a citizen. It loses all of its abilities. And so I just, it was a huge blowout. It was so funny. Okay. Frantic Search, great card. Fire Nation Soldier. That's rough, buddy. So maybe someone will be saying that to me after my pack, but so far I've been really happy with my box, so I don't think it'll be too rough. All right, let's start it off. The first one, rare. Wartime Protesters, get another one of those. Into a, another Suki, but this is a different one. Other warriors you control get +1/+1. Pay 4, attacking warriors you control gain double strike. That's crazy. Into a Obsessive Pursuit. Very cool. I like the art on that a lot. Yeah, I like the art on that a lot. Into a Mythic. Oh yeah, okay. Valakut, nice. And then the one behind this is the token, so I'm just gonna get that token out of the way. And the last card is Realm of Ko. This land enters tapped unless you control a basic, and then you can tap it to create a spirit creature. So overall, I think I got a lot of great pulls. So the Volcano, Realm of Ko, Obsessive Pursuit, Suki, and Wartime Protesters. Those are all, that was my collector pack, nothing crazy. But then from the actual play boosters, I got a Boomy. I'm just gonna get all the mythics in one spot here. Another Appa, and my first one, Avatar Aang. So obviously, Avatar Aang, awesome pull. Foil Appa in the normal art, and then a Field Notes Appa, which look at that, that's so cute, super funny. And then Boomy, and then a bunch of rares, which I really like. Redirect Lightning, Avatar's Destiny seems really solid. Yeah, really cool cards. That is the entire box. This has been a 30-minute video. I did not intend on going this long, but if you did stick around, I appreciate it, and I hope you guys will stick around. I have a lot more Avatar product to open. I'll show you on screen, including Play Booster Box and another, this one, yeah, Collector Booster Box. Really excited for that. Thanks guys, have a good day.